5 things I no longer do since my awakening. Since my awakening, I no longer read or care about horoscopes. I was someone that was obsessed with knowing what my future was going to just be based on horoscopes. At first, it was something I started for fun, and then it became a little bit of an obsession. And now I don't worry or care about that. Because I know and believe that I am the creator of my reality, that by believing and listening to these horoscopes, I am essentially giving my power away, and I am co-creating that reality that they've told me. So what they say is going to happen, I subconsciously make that happen because I believe that. And so I would rather be the author of my own life and be the one that decides what my life is going to look like. So horoscopes are out. The second thing that I no longer do is comparison. And I hate to say this, but I was someone that was constantly comparing myself to others, seeing if I was better or less than. And it's not a fault of our own that we do this. We are constantly compared to and judged as we go through school, as we go through life. There's this constant comparison. I now know that I'm not in competition with anyone but myself. I am my own person. And when I see someone that is doing what I would like to do, I see that as further recognition, an additional, like a yes from the universe, like, yes, this is also possible for you. I am less envious, you can say, and I see those that are doing what I wish to do as people that are expanding me, and that if they can do it, so can I. So comparison is out. Oh, as for comparison, I love, there's John DeMartini says this thing. It was in an interview where he talks about equilibrium, where if you put yourself in one situation above somebody, because life is an equilibrium, there's going to be another aspect of your life where you're below. So you're either, it's always going to end up being balanced in the end. So why even have those thoughts of who is better and who is less than? We just are. And there's facts. Yes, certain people are better at it, but it has no impact on my worthiness as a person. And so that's the idea of what I mean by comparisons are out. There's no need for you to be comparing yourself to others and be envious of others. Just see them as role models and mirrors of what you could have if you do the work and you're able to be and encompass that which you desire. Number 3, self-deprecating humor and not being able to take compliments. I know those are 2 things, but I really think they go hand in hand. If you are someone that rejects compliments, that thinks, oh, every time you get a compliment, like for example, someone would say, oh, that's a nice dress. Instead of just saying thank you, I used to be, oh, this thing, oh, I got it for $5. Oh, this, I got it from a flea market. Oh, this old thing, like, why put yourself down and not simply accept the compliment? And the way I see it now is when you reject compliments, it's another form of rejecting blessings. It is your limiting beliefs coming up because you don't think you are worthy of appreciation. We have been taught that we need to be humble, that it's not okay to just say thank you. I love it now. If I get a compliment, I say thank you. And if I feel like complimenting the other person, I will, but I don't see it as a must. Like, oh my God, I can't hold. It's like we're not even able to hold in our beingness a compliment. There is this idea of like upper limiting, where when we feel like we've reached the fullest capacity, and maybe I'm butchering this definition of like, of like, we feel too good. Like we don't think we're deserving of feeling this good. And so we do things to bring ourselves back down to earth by self-deprecating humor, not accepting compliments, whatever it is, or sometimes even plain old self-sabotage. That's not something I do anymore. I accept all compliments graciously, and I give them as well. And I love giving compliments. Like if sometimes it could be a bit much. I remember this woman or girl, she smelled so good on the street, and I was like, oh my God. I tapped her, and I think she must have been in her own head, but she kind of like jumped and freaked out a bit, and I was like, so sorry. I just wanted to say you smell really nice. I'm sure I could have done it in a better way, but it's really nice. I honestly, if I feel like giving somebody a compliment, I just do, because I know how much they make me happy, and I just feel like, oh, I just feel great after a compliment. So yeah, I give them out graciously, and I receive them graciously now. For things I no longer do, I have limited the use of certain words in my vocabulary. These words being, I need to, I'm trying, I must, I have to. No, I am not trying to be healthy. I am healthy. I don't need to work out. I want to work out. You see the difference there? It does, like, our words are so powerful, and the moment you realize the power behind the words that we use, you too will also be very cautious of how you use your words. And it's just those little things that we're constantly finding ways, because you're perpetually going to be trying to get healthy, trying to get fit, instead of just being like, I am a fit, healthy person. Because now this is who you are, and once you are able to embody those characteristics, it'll be easier for you to achieve those goals, because you believe it as like it's now a part of you, right? You identify as this. In terms of should, like, oh, I should meet this person for coffee. If I feel like I have to meet somebody for coffee, and this is in my spare time outside of work, I'm probably not going to do it. Maybe they are energy vampires, or they're just not someone that we align with, that I align with anymore. And so if I am thinking I should, nowadays what I do is I take a step back and I think, do I really want this person in my life? And if so, how can we have a relationship where I feel excited when I'm looking forward to meeting up with them? Because clearly there's something off if it's like, it feels like, oh, I should. And as an introvert, I don't like, and especially as a homebody, I don't like to leave my house that often. And the people that love me know this. But I've also realized that I enjoy being out with people that fill my soul. Like, as much as I'm an introvert, when I'm around people I love being around, the extrovert in me comes out. I am vivacious, I am fun. I'm not hiding in a corner, trying to be invisible, looking at my watch, thinking, when am I gonna leave? Like, if that is your relationship and interaction, or you're drinking to kind of numb and get through this meeting, maybe that's not your friend group, and that's okay. During my awakening, or before my awakening, some of us, and especially I went through a dark night of the soul, and it can be very lonely. You start to, like, a lot of friend groups and relationships start to die as you're dying, because you're literally putting your old self to bed. You're like, I'm done. That is no longer myself. And yeah, and not all people are gonna come along for those journey. Like, I feel like, and it doesn't have to be in a aggressive or mean way. It could just be like, our story ends here, and you can wish that person all the best, and that's it. Like, you don't have to maintain a relationship just because you've known this person forever. You get to decide who gets your energy. Like, our energy is so powerful. Our time is so important. Like, those to me are two things that I am not going to compromise with. And yeah, and it's something I used to in the past where I was like, why am I attracting people that drain me so much? And it was because if you don't respect yourself and you think, okay, well, and also maybe part of me was loving that, right? So it's not even on the other person. I'm just saying, when you're with people, like this whole shoulds, like, I think I've gotten way off topic now, but yeah, like, watch your words. Watch your words. They are so important. This is what dictates your life, is your words, your beliefs, and you know, who you truly believe you are. 5, this took me the longest to finally get. I no longer care if my life makes sense to people. I used to be obsessed with what people thought about my life and how it looked like, and I was constantly seeking external validation. And now that I've really had to go inward and find validation internally, I really don't care if my life makes sense, if it seems boring, if it seems exciting, if I seem crazy. Like, I'm the only one that's going to be living my life, and so I really care. And to be honest, most people don't care that much about what you're doing. Like, we're all busy trying to get through our lives, and I wish I had realized this earlier. And I think I knew, but there's always this thing of like, and it's your ego, right? Like, oh, I want to have a cool life. How does my life sound? Like, I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I did. And I needed and craved external validation, probably because I didn't get as much validation as a child or as a kid. And so yeah, that's done. And so those are the 5 things that I no longer do since my awakening. If you are someone that is going through their dark night of the soul, I am sending you so much blessings. I want you to know that you're not alone. You can get through it. There is a light at the end, and your life is going to be so much better for it. And the more of us that really work on taking responsibility for improving ourselves and our lives, I truly believe that is how we change the world that we live in. You're not going to change someone else if you can't change yourself. So let's focus inward. All right, I send you all blessings and lots of love. Bye.